Strength does not come from winning. Your struggle, develop your strength. When you go through hardship and decide not to surrender, that is strength. So let us break our ice with a big round of applause for yourself, the budding freshers.
Happy morning to one and all present here. It is with immense pleasure that we welcome you to our induction program for the day 4. This session going to be engaging and informative, featuring a variety of activities designed to help the budding freshers acclimate to their future. As the Master of Ceremony, I am Pooja VA from 2nd year MBA.
Myself, Kavya Ganesh from 2nd year MBA. Prayer is the rising of one's mind and heart to God, or requesting the good things from God.
I request everyone to rise up for the prayer song.
Please be seated. The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest thing. He is the one who gets people to do the greatest thing. It is a privilege to welcome our esteemed principal, Dr. E. Kamalnaban, who embodies dedication and excellence. We also extend a warm welcome to our distinguished chief guest, Mr. Karthik Raj, a serial entrepreneur, passionate technologist, product leader, customer-obsessed leader, and growth marketing expert.
Dean Academics, Dr. Ravi, Controller of the Examination, Dr. Govindaswamy, our respected Head of the Department of Management Science, Dr. A. Suresh Kumar, and all other Deans, Head of Departments, faculty members, and dear friends. Let's show our appreciation with a big round of applause for our esteemed guest, Mr. Karthik Raj.
The way you greet someone determines how he will welcome you. Today, with this in our mind, I invite Ms. Muthu Gautami to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of the management of Veltech Hightech, Dr. Rangarajan, Dr. Sakuntala Engineering College, Founder and Chairman, Colonel Professor Dr. Velsti Rangarajan, Vice Chairman, Dr. Srimati Sakuntala Rangarajan, Chairperson and Managing Trustee, Srimati Mahalakshmi Kishore, and my heartfelt welcome to our Honorable Principal, Epitome of Standard and Excellence, Professor Dr. E. Kamalnaban. Also, we extend a warm welcome to our eminent Chief Guest, Mr. Karthik Raj, CEO of Abex Excellence Private Limited, Chennai, and Dean Academics, Dr. Ravi, Controller of Examination, Dr. Govindaswamy, and Head of the Department of Management Studies and Dean Industrial Relations, Dr. A. Suresh Kumar, and other Deans and HODs of our college, and our beloved faculty members and my dear friends. It is my immense pleasure to welcome you all for the wonderful session. On 16/9/2024, we had Mr. V.V. Eshwar Prasad as a resource person who taught us the important aspects of business and the ways to succeed as a student of management science. On 18/9/2024, we had Mr. S. Suresh Babu as the resource person who taught us about the paradigm shift and how we should play the life game smartly. The goal of today's program is not only to provide you with practical insights but also to inspire you as you begin your MBA journey. Mr. Karthik Raj's experiences and advice will be instrumental in helping you understand how to bridge the gap between academic theories and real-world applications. This interaction is a unique opportunity to connect with a leader in the industry and gain first-hand knowledge that can enhance your educational experience and professional aspirations. We are grateful to Mr. Karthik Raj for taking the time to be with us and share his expertise. A little progress each day adds up to big results. Once again, I welcome you all. Have a good day. Thank you.
It is not just about managing people, but nurturing potential and building future leaders. Now I request our respected Head of the Department, Dr. A. Suresh Kumar, to felicitate our distinguished and eminent resource person with a shawl.
Must be relentlessly focused on the smallest detail. To introduce our esteemed guest of honor, Mr. Karthik Raj, I would like to invite Ms. Pooja M. of 2nd year MBA.
Happy morning to all. We are honored to welcome Mr. Karthik Raj to our MBA Induction program. Mr. Karthik Raj is a distinguished entrepreneur and business leader with over 18 years of experience in talent acquisition, leadership hiring, and growth marketing. His career has taken him across India, the US, and UK, where he has successfully launched and lead multiple ventures. As the co-founder and CEO of Growth Eagle, Mr. Karthik drives business-to-business growth through AI-powered outreach strategies, digital marketing, and lead generation. His expertise in using advanced technology has enabled Growth Eagle to deliver impactful results, providing clients with high-quality sales leads and helping them to achieve their growth targets. In addition to Growth Eagle, Mr. Karthik is also the founder and CEO of ABAX Excellence Private Limited, a leading recruitment firm specializing in lateral and leadership hiring for the software industry. ABAX serves as a wide range of clients from startups to global enterprises, delivering top-tier talent to help the organization scale. Mr. Karthik has held pivotal leadership roles, including head of leadership hiring at Teleperformance and location head of talent acquisition at Concentrix, showcasing his deep understanding of recruitment strategies and business operations. He is also skilled in areas such as HR solutions, product development, corporate strategies, and business consulting. Mr. Karthik holds an MBA in business from Bharatiyar University and Diploma in Business Law from National University of Judicial Sciences, Kolkata. In addition to his professional achievements, Mr. Karthik is passionate about sports, including cricket and kickboxing, and he is an advocate for maintaining a healthy work-life balance. We are confident that Karthik Raj's wealth of experience, innovative approach to business, and passion for talent acquisition and growth marketing will provide invaluable insights for our community. His contribution will undoubtedly enrich our learning experience and inspire future leaders. Once again, a warm welcome to Mr. Karthik Raj. We look forward to learning from our journey and the impactful work he continues to do across the industry. Thanks.
Now I would like to request Mr. Karthik Raj sir to take the dice.
I tried my best to keep this conversation alive, right? I remember my MBA days sitting down there and listening to someone. It doesn't make sense, right? If someone comes and talks random things, you really don't understand a lot of things about what he's talking. I try not to be the person that day, right? Okay, I'm going to say about a two version of story, okay? So I'm going to start with the story version without displaying what it is. So this is how our story goes. We started our journey in 2014 from a small, I was in a corporate. I was a head HR before. I was with a company called Intelinet. I was managing leadership hiring for them. I had a team of 40 members spread across in India. So having said that, leaving that corporate job was a very difficult difficult decision, because I was like having everything in my hand. I was traveled in business class, offered a lot of perks in the company, and leaving that and starting a company by 10 room, it's a very, very difficult decision, but we made that decision. So we started the company and we kind of started doing C-level recruitment. That's what my experience. C-level na the CTO, CPO, CEOs alla hire பண்றவங்கல மத்த கம்பெனிக்கு. So அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு venture அத first start பண்ணோம். We after that, went on to do lateral hiring, for you can call any of the big tech product companies in India like Meesho, Rapido, Truecaller, Great Learning, GameScrap. Any of the apps that you might have it in your phone, we might be part of building their engineering team, product teams, marketing teams, or sales teams. We did that really well. We had a market cap of close to 14%. I don't know what market cap that means to you, but I'll explain that later. Post 2019, we also started working with other industries. We had worked with customers from aviation. We had worked with customers from capital markets like Bombay Stock Exchange, Zerodha. We had worked with EV startups. We worked with other manufacturing companies. The story went on. And 2022, we also started the companies in US and UK. Everything was going fine. This is one version of story. Maybe it's not connecting. Another version of story நான் உங்களுக்கு சொல்கிறேன். உண்மையான ஸ்டோரி. ரைட், நம்ம எல்லோரும் யூடியூப்பில் பார்த்துட்டு ஆண்டர்ப்ரினர்ஷிப்னா அப்படியே பென்ஸில் வருவான், ஜாலியாக இருப்பான், ரைட், எடுத்தோன்னா அப்படியே காசு மொழியாக கட்டிடும், ரைட். When I've seen the topic, how to be a successful entrepreneur, I thought it's important to say what it takes to be successful. What is the real journey behind it, right? So I'm gonna try my best. Even if you take me wrong, even you take it in other sense also, I don't really mind. But I want you to tell the truth of how it looks like, right? So I was, as I told you, I was a head HR by 27. அதுக்கப்புறமா வந்து ஒரு கம்பெனி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணேன். அந்த கம்பெனி எப்படி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணேன்னா, ஒரு 3 உடஞ்ச அம்மா லேப்டாப் இருந்தது, அப்புறம் ஏன் லேப்டாப் இருந்தது. வீட்டுக்கு ஆப்போசிட்டில் இன்னொரு ஃப்ளாட் எடுத்தோம், ஒரு 10க்கு 10 ரூமு. அங்கே இருந்துட்டு ஒன்லி திங் தட் வி ஹேட் வாஸ் நாலேஜ் அண்ட் சம் நெட்ஒர்க்ஸ் இன் த மார்க்கெட். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கம்பெனி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணோம். நாங்கள் ஃபஸ்ட்டு கம்பெனி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணப்போ ஒரே ஒரு டேபிள், அதுக்கு சுற்றி 4 பேர், ஒரு 4 இன்டர்னு நான் ஒர்க் பண்ணிகிட்ருப்போம். இப்படி பார்த்தா அந்த பக்கம் கால் அடிக்கும், இப்படி பார்த்தா இந்த பக்கம் கால் அடிக்கும். அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஆஃபர்ஸ் தான் இருந்தது. I was a head HR by 27, having a business class flights and all that. Leaving that and coming here was a very, very big decision. I would have been easily earning in crores and crores then, but then, this is my choice. This is what I wanted to do. So I took that decision. சரி, எல்லாமே சரியாக போகுது, நம்ம நினச்ச விஷயம் வாழ்க்கையில் பண்ணிட்டோம், ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஹாப்பியாக போயிட்டுருக்கும்போது, நெக்ஸ்ட் 3 months, 2 வருஷமாக எங்கள் ஃபேமிலியில் ஒத்துக்கல ரிகார்டிங் மை மேரேஜ். Suddenly they started arranging for a marriage. Whatever cash that I had to put it for my marriage, right? கரெக்டாக 6 மாதத்தில் வந்துருச்சு. மேரேஜ் முடிச்சப்போ என் ஒய்ஃப் கிட்ட சொன்னேன், இங்கே பாரு, என் காசெல்லாம் நான் போட்டேன், மேபி உன் ஒய்ஃப் நகை கேட்பேன், நீ இது பண்ணாமல் கொடுக்கணும், அப்போ நான் தான் மேரேஜ் ஓகே அப்படின்னா. சரி, she agreed to it and we went for marriage. It happened. Another 3-4 months we had this struggle. I had to bless my wife Jules to get out of it. By 2015-16 end we were really, really profitable. We made profit which no one ever think it was possible. 340% of 40% profit rate we had in just 2 years. அதுக்கப்புறம் எல்லாமே சூப்பராக போயிடும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு we started working on, we took a better office, ஒரு 10 பேரை ரெக்ரூட் பண்ணோம். அப்போ அதுக்கப்புறமா ஒரு ஸ்லைட் டிக்ளைன் ஆச்சு. அதுக்கப்புறம் நல்லா போச்சு. 2019 I lost my father. Father was everything for me. இந்த படத்துல எல்லாம் பார்ப்போமே, தோல் மேலே கை போட்டு பேசுவார், அந்த மாதிரி எங்கள் அப்பா பயங்கர ஃப்ரெண்டு. ஸோ I lost him and it was a very, very misery for me. I remember those days while I was driving down, my office was on the right side. I keep driving for 2 kilometers. I don't realize my office was there. I was so much disappointed with what happened to me because I didn't expect that. It was a sudden cardiac arrest to my father. So அந்த இதுலேருந்து வெளியே வர்றது ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருந்தது. But we somehow did it. அப்போ தான் என் கோர் டீம் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆக ஆரம்பிச்சது. I started recruiting people. இப்போவும் எங்கள் கம்பெனியில் அவங்க எல்லாருமே இருக்காங்க. So I started recruiting people. I've not recruited the great people from top MBA colleges, right? யாரெல்லாம் முன்னேறணும்னு நினச்சாங்களோ அவங்களெல்லாம் பிக் பண்ணேன், ரைட்? ஒரு 4-5 பேரை பிக் பண்ணி, ஓகே இதுதான் நம்ம வழி, இதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம இப்படி முன்னேறிடுவோம்னு நினச்சிட்டு இருந்தோம். அதே மாதிரி தான் படையப்ப பாட்டு மாதிரி 2019 to 22 we had 70-80 people. We had a massive growth. யாருமே நினச்சிருக்க மாட்டாங்க ஒரு திருப்பி ஒரு ஹையில் போயிட்டு இறங்கினதுக்கப்புறம் இதெல்லாம் பண்ண போகிறானா அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி தான் இருந்திருக்கும். பட் இட் ஹேப்பன் டு அஸ். We are so lucky, we are so thankful to the God. 22 பயங்கர massive growth. அந்த Blessy would have probably witnessed that growth. 2022 I was always ambitious, right? I wanted to take something from more than me earning. I also had other things within me, right? I wanted to really do something from India where India can be proud of. We need to build something, a proper company from India where India can be proud of. So we wanted to do registered companies in US and UK. Following months we invested about 1.5 crores and set up the entire US teams and all that. ஒரு 3,500 ஸ்கொயர் ஃபீட் ஆஃபீஸ் எடுத்து பயங்கரமாக செட் பண்ணி முடிச்சதுக்கப்புறம் எல்லா டீம்ஸ் எல்லாம் அலைன் ஆகி ஒர்க் பண்ணாத யூஎஸ் ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகிடுச்சு. என்னடா இது நமக்கு வந்து தொல்லை அப்படின்னு right 2022 க்கு அப்புறமா அக்டோபருக்கு அப்புறமா we had to send few people out and we had to set our US operation. 2023 was a survival, but thanks to those situation of heavy recession, complex situation, we found out which nobody else would have ever done in the 45 years of HR history. Generally consulting price வந்து ரொம்ப ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்திப்பா. ஒரு நல்ல ரிசோர்ஸை இன்னொரு கம்பெனிக்கு பிளேஸ் பண்ணோன்னா கன்சல்டிங் ப்ரைஸ் வந்து ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தி. அப்படி தான் எல்லா கம்பெனியும் ஆப்ரேட் பண்ணோம். நாங்கள் என்ன பண்ணோம், 10 ரூபா அந்த ப்ராடக்ட்டை 2 ரூபா வரைக்கும் குறைச்சிட்டோம். அதனால பயங்கர ஹிட் இந்த வருஷம். ரைட், we had customers every day following. Every day I have about 5-6 calls. Every day at least I have 7-8 calls. I think we are making a very very strong bounce back now. And because of the recession, we also learned one important lesson: how important is growth marketing. எப்படி ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் வச்சிருந்தா மட்டும் பத்தாது, நம்ம ஜோன்லேருந்து இன்னொரு உலகத்துக்கு கொண்டு போகணும்னா, இந்தியாவிலேருந்து ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட்டோ சர்வீஸோ நம்ம கொண்டு போகிறோம், ஒரு யூஎஸில் யூகேக்கெல்லாம் கொண்டு போகிறோம்னா கண்டிப்பாக மதிக்கவே மாட்டோம். ரைட், அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சூழ்நிலையில் how do you position a company, how do you create a product? It was a learning experience for us. We not only learned that, we also did lot of data. இந்தியாவில் இருக்கிற எல்லா கம்பெனியோட இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் எங்கள் சிஆர்எம்ல இருக்கு. இப்போ இந்தியாவில் 67,000 கம்பெனிஸ் இருக்குப்பா. 67,000 கம்பெனிஸோட இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் எங்ககிட்ட இருக்கு. Imagine how powerful we are now, right? So that's the reason we also started the growth marketing company. So this is how it's going, right? So thanks for listening to the story. Right? Generally, listening to someone for 5-10 minutes is a boring task. எனக்குமே பிடிக்காது. But I hope that some inspiration that you've got out of the story, because it's a real story. This is what has happened, right? Anybody want to be an entrepreneur? Great. 2, 3. Okay. ஆமா தூக்கிங்க டப்பான்னு. Okay, super. Right. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு you have a 1-week induction program, sir. So you had other HR heads along come in, right? So I'm sure you had a different kind of experience with them. But my job here is to be as neutral as possible, as connecting as possible. ஜென்ரலாக நான் மீட்டிங் முடிச்சுட்டு வந்தப்போ என் டீம் கிட்ட கேட்பேன், எதெல்லாம் புரிஞ்சிருக்கும் என் டீமுக்கு அப்படின்னு. முதல்ல நான் ரொம்ப ஹை ஃபண்டாக பேசிகிட்டு இருந்தேன். whenever I speak fast, I speak with a different intonation, different kind of an accent. So it was very difficult for people to understand. அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் last 2-3 years I've learned the technique of being really really simple and connecting. I think it's working out. சில பேர் கவனிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கீங்க, right? Thanks for that. My intention for the next 5 minutes is whether you can take something realistic out of this conversation, right? எவனோ ஒருத்தன் வந்தான், ஏதோ ஒன்று சொன்னாங்க, அவனும் இதை கம்பெனியை பற்றி ஏதோ சொன்னான்னு இல்லாமல் உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது ரியலாகவே கிடைக்குமா அப்படின்னு நான் பார்க்கலாம் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் என்னோட முயற்சி. I just wanted to understand, is there anyone from a village, deeper village? Great. You? Great. Okay. The reason why I asked is not to differentiate. MBA is going to be really really essential for you because it's a platform. Generally, if you sit in an interview, if you ask to speak here, it may be very difficult task to do, right? It will be after a lot of experience also it will be very difficult task to execute. And அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சின்ன platforms எல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கும். I wish you next year you do this kind of activities, right? அவங்க இன்ட்ரோ சொன்னாங்க இல்லையா, அந்த விஷயம் நீங்களே எடுத்து பண்ணணும். அது பண்ணால் உங்களுக்கான பயங்கரமான எக்ஸ்போஜர் கிடைக்கும். நீ 2 வருஷத்தில் என்ன படிக்க போறியோ டெக்ஸ்ட் புக்ஸில் அதை விட நிறைய எக்ஸ்போஜர் அங்கே தான் கிடைக்கும், ரைட்? I wish you guys do that, right? So any farmer's child? Where are farmer child? Okay, you very good farm. So by the way, agri-tech and farming is really growing. I want you guys to look at some business opportunities around it. They're making hundreds and hundreds of crores in farming, in agriculture. So if you look at closely, there's a huge opportunity. Sorry, or exercise panlama if you guys interested, right? Can we all start a company? Can we try starting a company? Would you mind me walking? Oh, okay, there's a camp. First-year students, right? They just joined. First and second year, right? Especially to the second year, if you have aspiration to start a startup, this is going to be a great exercise. So, any company start panna? I wanted to start a company very simple. A t-shirt company start pannama, right? இந்த டைம் நான் பேச மாட்டேன், நீங்கள் தான் பேசணும், ரைட்? சரி, நம்ம டிஷர்ட் கம்பெனி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம். டிஷர்ட் கம்பெனி பேர் என்ன வைக்கலாம்? நல்ல பயங்கர க்ரேசியான ஒரு நேம் சொல்லுங்கள். ஜென்சி கனெக்ட் ஆக முடியும். நீங்கள் டிஷர்ட் போட என்ன டிஷர்ட் போடுங்க? அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பேரை ஸ்பார்க்கிங்காக இருக்கணும். எந்த நேம் இருந்தாலும் பரவாயில்ல. ஒன்று ரெண்டு சஜஷன் சொல்லுங்க, யார் பெஸ்ட்டோ அதை சூஸ் பண்ணலாம். எங்கள் டீம்லேயும் அப்படி தான் சூஸ் பண்ணோம். இல்லை Blessy, we still have the CCM which was chosen by Blessy, our monthly meetings name. Yeah. Sparkle? என்ன நாம சொன்ன? Sorry, you said Sparkle. Sorry. Okay. பசங்க டிஷர்ட் இதை சொல்ல மாட்டேன்றீங்க. நம்ம ஹாஸ்டல் போனால் அப்படி தானே, ஷார்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் டிஷர்ட் தானே. வாட் இஸ் த டிஷர்ட் தட் யூ சூஸ்? பாப் கல்ச்சர் மாதிரி. சாரி, வேற யாரும் சொன்னாங்க நல்ல நேம். போலோ. இது காப்பி அடிக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கு. வேற ஏதாவது பேர்? சாரி. OPPS. சூப்பர் சூப்பர். இந்த நேம் யாருக்கெல்லாம் பிடிச்சிருக்கு? ரைஸ் யுவர் ஹேண்ட். ஓகே, யார் பிடிக்கல? Okay, I appreciate you. I cannot see your face, but I really appreciate that you're not liking it. But I'm going with the majority. But I appreciate that. You know, you need to put your thoughts, definitely. So, what is our company name, by the way? Oops. It's a great t-shirt name. Now we're going to இப்போ t-shirt company எவ்வளோ இருக்கும் இந்தியாவில்? ஒரு 5000 கம்பெனி இருக்குமா? 10000 கம்பெனி. திருப்பூரில் போனால் 50 ரூபாய்க்கு டிஷர்ட் வாங்கிட்டு வந்துடலாம். இது எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும். But we want to make a brand out of it, right? So it's got to be unique. There should be some unique selling point in everything that we do, right? That's how the startup wins. நம்மளும் அடுத்த விற்கிற டிஷர்ட்டை விற்றா 50 ரூபா ரோட்டில் தான் விற்க முடியும். அது தப்பும் கிடையாது. அதுதான் நம்ம பிஸ்னஸ், அதை நம்ம பண்ணலாம். ஆனால் அது நம்ம பிஸ்னஸ் இல்லை. We trying to make a big business out of it, right? சரி, இது பிக் பிஸ்னஸாக தான் பண்ணணும். இல்லைன்னா 1000 ரூபா வந்தால் போதுமா டெய்லி? பெரிய பிஸ்னஸாக பண்ணலாமா? Can we start a big startup? Right. Oops is set and the color tone. Maybe we can design a website and start seeing, right? What is a USB? நம்ம என்ன USB சொல்லலாம்? எந்த விஷயம் நம்ம ரொம்ப யூனிக்கா ஒரு விஷயத்தை கொடுக்கலாம் கஸ்டமர்ஸ்? Yeah, quality is there. Something unique. Come உங்க பேர் என்ன? அரவிந்த் பார்த்தோன்னு வாங்கணும். ஏதோ ஒரு விஷயம் யூனிக்கா இருக்கணும். Design, okay. Customization, okay. இப்போ design and customization ரெண்டு விஷயம் கேட்டேன். Fabric, okay, great. We can do differentiation in these three things, right? Let's assume this is what we're going to do, okay. Oops is the company name, and this Oops website, what it does is, if Arvind wants to choose a logo, right? Or any unga per no friend avadu? Sorry? Regan friend. Okay. Arvind loves his friend Regan, okay? So Regan oda birthday ku vandu avarukka and t-shirt potukranga. Right? You do it, right? For friends, yeah? So he wants to do it, but he wants to choose the better company, right? So he's choosing Oops, okay? 10 t-shirt order பண்றாரு. So இப்போ நமக்கு என்ன வேணும்? இவர் இந்த இடத்துல இருக்காரு, நம்ம கம்பெனி வந்து வேற இடத்துல இருக்கு. இப்போ நமக்கு என்ன வேணும்? ஒரு ஆன்லைன் பிரசன்ஸ் வேணும் இல்லையா? ஸோ லெட்ஸ் பில்ட் அ வெப்சைட் பில்ட் பண்ணுறதுலாம் 10 நிமிஷம் வேலை இப்போலாம், ரைட்? I tell you some of the things that we do in AI and all that, right? ஸோ இப்போ வெப்சைட் பில்ட் பண்ணிடுவான். சரி, வெப்சைட் பில்ட் பண்ணியாச்சு, 10 ஆர்டர் வந்துருச்சு. அரவிந்த் பீங் ரியலி கிரேசியஸ், புது ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கொடுத்தாரு ஒரு பிராண்டுக்கு. ஊப்ஸோட மார்க்கெட்டிங் டீம் எல்லாம் யாரா இருக்க விரும்புறீங்க? Who wants to do the marketing in Oops? சொல்லுங்க. You want to do? Okay. Right. I wanted to say a punchline. Oops oda tagline மாதிரி. Tagline. அதை நீங்களும் ட்ரை பண்ணலாம். Tagline. Anybody wants to say tagline? Oops. Okay, let's forget about the tagline. Let's go into the other aspects of it. Let's go to the real business. Let's start making money. Are you ready? Yes, sir. Okay. Right. 10 orders அரவிந்த் கொடுத்திருக்காரு. மத்த யாருக்குமே நம்ம கம்பெனி பேசணும் இல்லையா? Anybody got a different, unique idea for a promotion?
Offers and
Okay, you have an offer. என்ன offer better இருக்கும்? Sorry? Okay. In case of reference, you have additional coupons that you're getting or discount that you're getting. But oops in ஒரு company இருக்கிறதா நான் இந்த ரூம்ல இருக்கவங்க மட்டும் தான் தெரியும். அதை எப்படி சால்வ் பண்றது? Okay, we can do micro influencer. Okay. So யார்கிட்ட இப்ப காசு இருக்கு ஓரளவுக்கு? 10,000 ரூபாய் 20,000 ரூபாய் 5,000 ரூபாய் இந்த 5,000 ரூபாய் போட்டீங்கன்னா ஃபியூச்சர்ல 50,000 ரூபாய் கிடைக்கும் இன்னும் 6 மாசத்துல. யார் போறதுக்கு ரெடியா இருக்கீங்க? Okay, 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 okay. So you are the investors, okay? Others should treat you well. Right. So we have about 30,000, 40,000 fund now. இப்போ முன்னாடி என்ன வந்தது? நம்மகிட்ட கம்பெனி எல்லாம் வந்தது, இப்போ பிராண்ட் உருவாக்கியாச்சு, ஃபண்டிங் வந்துருச்சு. 40,000 ரூபாய் என்ன பண்ணாங்கிறது தான் விஷயம். ஆக்சுவலாக 40,000 ரூபாய் என்ன பண்ணாங்கிறது விஷயம் கிடையாது. 40,000 வச்சுட்டு எவ்வளோ பண்ணலாம் அப்படிங்கிற விஷயம். ரைட். ஸோ லெட்ஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் டூயிங் digital ads, micro influencers. Okay. Sorry. SEO. If anybody search customized website in a Google, our ranking will come up. So நீங்க next year என்னென்ன படிக்க போறீங்க எல்லாத்தையும் கவர் பண்ணிட்டேன் சார். சாரி. SEO is covered. Influencer is covered. Influencer எந்த பிளாட்ஃபார்ம்ல பண்ணாப்பா? Instagram. யாரெல்லாம் இன்ஸ்டாகிராம்ல இருக்கீங்க? யாராவது இல்லையா? நான் மட்டும் தான் இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Right. So we have this influencer, micro influencer trying to do something, right? And somebody can become a face of the company, right? Yara nalla pesatha can become a face of the company and start promoting our brand, right? So oops become a better, in the college மட்டும் இல்லாம பக்கத்துல இருக்க காலேஜ் எல்லாருக்குமே oops தெரிய ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சு. இப்போ நம்ம சேல்ஸ் 2 lakhsனு வச்சுக்கோம், ரைட்? ஆனா திடீர்னு நமக்கு ஒன்று வருது, நல்லா பண்றோமே, பட் ஆனா நம்ம சேல்ஸ் 2 lakhs தான் இருக்கு. இந்த 2 lakhs நம்ம எப்படி 20 lakhs மாத்துறது? யாருக்கு இந்த growth tag தோணுதா? என்ன பண்ணலாம் நெக்ஸ்ட் மந்த்? யா இல்ல பிரைஸ் கம்மி பண்ணா நம்ம ப்ராஃபிட் கம்மி ஆயிரும். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஐடியா international business, great. Outlets, okay. International business. So, okay. பட் நான் இப்போ சொன்னல இந்த காலேஜும் பக்கத்துல இருக்கிற காலேஜ் மட்டும் தான் தெரிஞ்சது. அதுல தான் நமக்கு 2 lakhs ஆயிடுச்சு. சென்னை ஃபுல்லா தெரியவே இல்லையே. ஆனா ரீட்டைல் போட்டா அதுக்கும் காசு வேணுமே. இப்போ 5,000 ரூபாய் போட்டவங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் 50,000 கிடைச்சிருச்சு. ஓகே, கம்பெனி ஒர்த் ஆயிடுச்சு. யார் ரீஇன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ண ரெடியா இருக்கா? எவ்வளவு பண்ற ரெடியா இருக்கீங்க? 50,000. Okay, so you're going to get 5 lakhs back. You also 1 lakh. Okay, you're going to get 10 lakhs back. All right. So this is how the operations work. Right. Imagine one problem வருது நமக்கு. நம்ம ஸ்கேல் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம், ஆனா ப்ரொடக்ஷன்ல சப்ளை இல்ல. மெட்டீரியல் டிமாண்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு. இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் எப்படி அட்ரஸ் பண்ணலாம்?
So buying the product for credit and making the profit after this.
Yeah. Sounded like good pitch. Yeah, that's the point, right? So we probably go for a procurement with other states, right? Buy cheaper or buy more and have an inventory, right? அதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம own production start பண்ணலாம் or வெளிய sub vendors production start பண்ணலாம். இப்பதான் நம்ம brand ஆயிட்டோமே. அடுத்து எவ்வளவு பண்ண போறோம்? Right? So இப்போ 20 லட்சம் ரீச் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னு நினைச்சோம். 20 லட்சத்துல இருந்து 2 கோடி பண்ணோம்னா நம்ம இந்தியா ஃபுல்லா ஸ்ப்ரெட் ஆன போறோம். Right? So basically what we covered, how did we start a startup? Okay. The legal விஷயம் ரொம்ப சிம்பிள் தான்ப்பா. In terms of if you want to register a company, just you need to go to the Vakil search or some other website and pay 3,000 rupees. They'll have your private limited registered in just 2 days. Okay. It's all very simple things. Aadhaar card irukka podum. You can register a company. But what more important is you can have a startup which has the right plan, which has a unique product, which has the right marketing, right marketing aspects, right investments, right growth plan, right inventory management, right team. That's exactly what you wanted because one person cannot do. இவ்வளவு பேர் இருந்தனால தான் நமக்கு இவ்வளவு ஐடியா கிடைச்சது. Not necessarily இவ்வளோ பேர் இருக்கணும் தேவையில்லை. But top 5 பேர் இல்லை. Okay. I wouldn't say top, or choose in 5 people. They can do wonders, right? So starting a startup is going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. But the road is not really smooth as you go into the work. When you go to a corporate work, you typically can come back by 5 o'clock and you don't need to think about a work. But when you become an entrepreneur, oops-oda concept and tagline and you தூங்கும்போது எந்திரிக்கும்போது எல்லாம் அந்த ஞாபகமாக தான் இருக்கும். Even if you come out of office, you will still be working, right? People who love that definitely can become an entrepreneur. Sorry, you want to say something?
Tackling, rebonding the relationship.
Rebonding the relationship. Great, super. Because it sounds like an entrepreneur. I'll think பண்ணிட்டே. Good job. So, yeah, good job. இந்த அப்ரோச்சோட சேர்த்து நான் என்ன வேணால் பேசலாம்ப்பா. I have n number of schedules. This is probably the very least time that I go to colleges and speak about it. But I often think whenever we had people coming for our internship interviews, right, I'm not able to select, I feel really bad. If they have some inputs that they've had before, they would have started preparing. 2 வருஷம் கழிச்சு உங்ககிட்ட இது இல்லைன்னு சொன்னால் உனக்கு எப்படி இருக்கும், ரைட்? அதுக்கு இப்போவே நீங்கள் ப்ரிப்பேர் ஆக ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டிங்கன்னா, right? So in a business there is only 5 elements. Okay. 5 elements is very, very important. Okay. One is people, right? You can call it as a HR, right? Recruiting the right teams, having great relationship with the team, right? Another one is marketing. Another one is a sales operation. Another one is a finance. Another one is probably operation. Or under operation could be logistics, inventory, a lot of things are there, right? So when I would like you to do one exercise today evening when you go back to your home or you go back to your hostel. I would like you to start writing your own startup name, all right? Whether you do it or not, it's immaterial. But if you start learning by having your company in place, and start looking at your marketing book in that aspect, start looking at your inventory management books in that aspect, you will have an immense amount of learning than anybody could ever have. What do you think is the difference between a Stanford guy and you? A Stanford IIM படிச்சிட்டு வந்தா 40 லட்சம் ரூபாய் ஸ்டார்டிங் சம்பளம். அவங்களுக்கும் உங்களுக்கு என்னப்பா பெரிய வித்தியாசம்?
Innovation and creation will be different than us.
Sorry?
Innovation and creation will be different than us.
Yeah. I'll try to settle this little more. ரொம்ப எளிமையா சொல்ல விரும்புறேன், right? நான் என்ன நினைக்கிறேன்னா திங்கிங் மட்டும்தான் மாறுது இல்லையா? கிட்டத்தட்ட நீங்கள் யாராவது ஸ்டான்ஃபோர்ட் சிலபஸ் ஆன்லைனில் டவுன்லோட் பண்ணி பார்க்கறதுனா பாருங்கள், டாபிக்லாம் இதே மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். உங்கள் அகாடமிக்ஸ், நான் முன்னாடி அவர்கிட்ட பேசிட்டு இருந்தேன் அகாடமிக்ஸ் கிட்ட, அகாடமிக்ஸ் டீம் கிட்ட. ஸோ அகாடமிக்ஸ் வைஸ் எல்லாமே சேம் சப்ஜெக்ட் தான் பாருங்க. எப்படி நம்ம புரிஞ்சுக்கிறோம், நம்ம திங்க் பண்ணுற ஆற்றலை எப்படி வளர்த்துக்கிறோம் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் டிஃப்ரென்ஸே இருக்குது. If you start thinking like that, you become one, right? If you start thinking like a business person, you already become one. Today, this exercise will change at least 10% of you into different dynamics, right? You all have a sort of experience of starting a startup, and thanks for the oops name, I might start a t-shirt company. I wish you all the best for all of you. In case of any questions, I'm open for the next 5 minutes to answer. I try my best to keep this more conversational. மற்றவங்க மாதிரி இல்லாமல் வந்தமா ஏதாவது பேசணுமா எதுவுமே யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இல்லாமல் இருக்கக்கூடாது. I'm a very practical guy. I try my best to be really simple. See, உனக்கு வேணால் 1000 விஷயம் தெரியலாம்ப்பா, ஆனால் ஒன்றை விட தெரிஞ்சவங்க எப்போவுமே இருக்கும், right? One aspect, மேபி லெஸ்ஸிக்கு கொஞ்சம் என்ன பிடிக்கும்னா அந்த ஆஸ்பெக்டெல்லாம் இருக்க முடியும். ஐ ட்ரீட் எவ்ரி ஒன் ஈக்குவல். அது ஒரு சுயநலம் இருக்குது, ஒரு பொதுநலம் இருக்குது. சொல்லட்டுமா? சுயநலம் என்னன்னா, யூ வில் நெவர் ஃபியர் ஃபார் எனிபடி. நீ யாரையுமே மேலேயும் கீழையும் பார்க்கலன்னா யூ நெவர் ஃபியர் ஃபார் எனிபடி. நீ ஒருத்தனை கீழே பார்க்கும்போது தான் அவன் மேலே உனக்கு கோபம் படலாம், அவன் மேலே அட்வான்டேஜ் எடுத்துக்கலாம் தோணுது. நீ மேலேன்னு பார்க்கும்போது எந்த இடத்துலையும் உனக்கு பயமே இருக்காதுப்பா. யூ கேன் ஜஸ்ட் ஃபீல் ஃபியர் வெரி வெரி ஃப்ரீ அண்ட் டாக் வெரி வெரி அப் டு யுவர் நேச்சர், ரைட்? ஸோ நெவர் ட்ரீட் எனி ஒன் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்லி. That is a selfishness. பொதுநல என்னன்னா நம்ம திங்க் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சாலே மாற்றத்துக்கான ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வழி. எல்லாருமே நம்ம சுற்றி இருக்கிறவங்க யோசிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சோம். It's going to have a great impact. Next 5 minutes, time is the only commodity that we won't get it back. Next 5 minutes, I'm open for the questions. If anybody has a very genuine question, I'm open to answer. கேட்கணும்னு வேணாம், கேட்கறதுக்காக இருந்தா மட்டும் கேளுங்க.
Sir, I have a startup idea, sir. Go to 2023.
Okay.
G20 had passed to millets year 2023.
Okay.
In that year, the big market is open, but nobody knows the market
Okay.
about millets.
Yes.
For containers, they are hiring. But next 5 years, the container business will be triple.
Yeah.
I have idea on that.
Right.
How to I start? Means I have worked out on it and I have researched it. Because every company has containers for 10%. They are hiring the containers because of cost of the containers.
You're starting up a millet company or you're starting up a logistics company?
Logistic hiring of the containers.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you want to know more about that,
Yeah.
right? This is probably a little more detailed answer. I'll try rather address it differently or separately to you because it covers a lot of aspects, right? You're starting, you want a business plan. Probably, I become a partner to you in startup, but I'll answer to you in a total different aspect. But in case you're starting up on a logistic company, I would like you to check about a company called Black Buck, which is already in the similar lines, right? Just check about your competitor. You must know what to do. First, just do an analysis about Black Buck, right?
700 crores are currently the market caps, but
Understand.
next upcoming years are around.
Yeah, I would like you to know a little more detail. What is Black Buck? What are they doing? What kind of people they recruited? What kind of a funding they have received? Who's the invested it? There are a lot of questions behind it. We can address that separately because it's a very proper business plan that we need to derive to, right? Yes.
I have a non-profit organization idea also.
Right.
In central government, state government schemes.
Yeah, I suggest you stick to one idea first because it's going to be a journey. Yeah.
It is a profit organization. This is not a profit organization.
And appreciate. Yeah.
It is an example. Central and state government has 720 government schemes.
Yeah.
In city side, they have everyone on 20 to 30% of the schemes only. In villages, they don't know. I want to reach out the persons to every schemes to learn everything.
Yeah.
Examples in the.
No, I get it about NCA non-profit idea also. We'll probably probably address it through online medium, create an app and create viral about it, and that also they require funding. And there is a lot of companies who are doing funding for NGOs also. There's a different route to get it. First, you need to start your startup and reach a point that then people start believing you and putting it on non-profit.
I started my work. So already I started my work in reading.
Very good. I'll try to take other questions. Anyone has any other questions? Questions to people?
Coming to the startup, what is more about to attract the customers, like brand name or brand logo or tagline to attract the customers or build a company startup?
A great applause has to go because it's a very important question. Because it's a very interesting question, right? நம்ம இப்பயும் வேற யாராவது எக்ஸாம்பிள் உங்கள் பேர் என்ன கேம்லா நீங்கள் இன்னைக்கு ஒரு கம்பெனி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும் உங்ககிட்ட காசு இல்லைன்னா என்ன கம்பெனி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும் எனி ஸ்மால் பிஸ்னஸ் ஏதோ ஒன்று தெரிஞ்ச விஷயம் ஓகே ரைட் ஜென்ரலாக நம்ம பிஸ்னஸ் பண்ணணும்னு நினச்சிட்டாவே ஃபஸ்ட்டு என்ன பார்ப்போம்னா நமக்கு தெரிஞ்ச விஷயம் நம்ம பார்க்குற விஷயத்தை தான் பிஸ்னஸை பண்ணணும்னு நினைப்போம் ஆக்சுவலாக டோட்டலாக தப்பு எங்கே டிமாண்ட் இருக்கோ எந்த மார்க்கெட் க்ரோத் மார்க்கெட்டில் இருக்கோ அப்படி தான் ஒரு ஆண்டர்ப்ரனர் ஆரம்பிப்பாங்க they see the opportunity, this is where the opportunity lies and this is where we need to capitalize, right? But human mind always works in a total different angle. We always think என்னால் இது முடியும் என்னால் நல்லா கார் வாஷ் பண்ண முடியும் நான் கார் வாஷ் கம்பெனி ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன் என்னால் ஐடியில் நல்லா கோட் பண்ண முடியும் நான் வெப்சைட் கம்பெனி ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன் உன்னால் பண்ண முடிஞ்சால் அது ஒரு லெவலில் தான் பண்ண முடியும் அது ஸ்கேலே பண்ண முடியும் you need to see the opportunity. To answer to her question, tagline is not important, brand is not important. For that matter, nothing is important in these. These are peripherals, need to have, right? What is more important is how do you get your first customer? How do you get your first paid customer? Which shouldn't be your friends, which shouldn't be your colleagues, or which shouldn't be your neighbors or anyone. A person who not known to you has to be your first paid customer. If you have the plan for that, your startup will be definitely have a fair chance to get success. Right. So that was a very interesting question. So you never think about what that you can offer to make a business. You always think, என்ன availability, என்ன demand இருக்கு, அதை நம்ம எப்படி business opportunity convert பண்ணலாம், right? Not that you can offer. There's a demand is there. That's how you cover it. Right? So one more last question that I can cover. The 2 questions. I'll try to cover both the questions. After this, I would not take any questions. So how to build a network? It's again very important question. Are you all in LinkedIn? Who's not there in LinkedIn? It's okay if you're not there. Because I'm not there in Instagram or anywhere. So, okay. So, first of all the second year students, how many internships that you would have ever done? One? Okay. Right. Take as many as opportunities to be near the industry. As many possibilities to go closer to what's happening. Right? இப்போ நீங்க ஒரு athlete ஆகணும்னு நினைச்சீங்கன்னா கிரவுண்ட்ல இருப்பீங்களா இல்ல டிவி பார்ப்பீங்களா? So that's more important to be on the ground, see what's happening. In fact, you can learn more business knowledge than from me to a person who having a petty shop near. அவரோட inventory management பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பயங்கர கிளாஸா இருக்கும். அவருக்கு எவ்வளவு வருதுன்னு தெரியும், எவ்வளவு போகுதுன்னு தெரியும். He has his own mechanism of managing it. So learning comes from everyone, right? So to address this question of how to network, first of all, you really need to be honest about who do you want to network with, okay? So you are a marketer, you want to look at people who have done that for the 10 years live. And one more thing I try to cover on this, never listen to anybody who have not done it, okay? If I come and speak about space science, right? மூஞ்சிலே துப்பி வேணாண்டா போயிருன்னு, right? That's how you think, okay? If somebody has not done something for a long time, it's impossible for them to tell about it, or rather it makes very very difficult for them to they say something that you won't understand or it may be irrelevant. So it is not no, don't watch YouTube, don't watch Instagram, or at least don't take those advices. It's never going to work out. The real life is going to be completely different, right? So I want you to listen. Of course, listen. There are a lot of good materials available. Of course, listen to people who have actually done it for the 10-15 years long time. They might be able to share a lot of knowledge. But the pure fact is you won't see those kind of people in these platforms, right? You never see those people because they will be busy in building their own things, right? Yeah. So to do a proper networking, first is to understand who do you network with. If you want to be a marketer, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be a logistic person, you have to start understanding who's your target audience. Send them a very very clear cut LinkedIn invite with a note saying, sir, this is what I do and this is the experience, this is the learning that I have from my textbooks and this is what I want to learn. Very crystal clear note, 2 lines. இப்போதான் ChatGPT எல்லாம் இருக்கு, ஈஸியா எழுதிடலாம், right? So start by writing these 2 lines and send a note, and people are really really good. A lot of them are really good. They start saying, at least I don't have time, I will give you 30 minutes of time to learn about it, right? That's how people learn. I remember watching Steve Jobs interview once. He sent an invite. He wanted an internship at a 7th grade or 8th grade, or he wanted to know about something. He called HP's MD and asked him. He was on the phone. He asked him, "Can I know about this?" He went and explained it. Right? People are really good. People will do it. Okay, if you ask it in a right way. So use LinkedIn very wisely. First of all, to understand who's your mentor, what are you trying to do. Those things are important. But அது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். நீங்க நிறைய வர்க் பண்ணி பார்த்தா தான் உங்களுக்கு என்ன பிடிச்சிருக்கு, நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்னு தெரியும். அப்புறம் இந்த வருஷம் நமக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தா அடுத்த வருஷம் மாறிடும். There's nothing wrong about it, but you need to have a constructive next 5 years plan to at least go about it. You'll have a clarity about what you're trying to do, right? So I try just the last question. What is your question? No?
How did you build your team, sir?
Yeah. Better person is to answer is Bessie. See, one thing that very realistically, one thing that we did, never seen too much aspects on skills. We've always seen the character. A lot of people say it, but nobody does it. Very limited people who give opportunities for people who have good hearts, and people who have the right discipline and character to learn anything that they want. Okay, there are two different aspects. Right? The people who are really aspirant, who can learn anything on the grounds, we've identified those people. Our interview was very tough. In fact, Leslie knows it when she used to be one among our interviewers. We at least meet 200 people to select one person. It is not a compulsion that we had to meet 200 people, but in order to clear our interview, we had a psychometric interview, we had other assessments, we had one research assessment about how we think. We always given the importance about how people think, what is the character they have. Rest of the things we have not really bothered. We have recruited people who can't even frame the sentence, right? English la frame of a sentence kuda panna mudiyama recruit panni bayangarama avanga jeichirukanga. So yeah, we did a lot of this crazy stuff, right? Yeah. She knows that. That's why she's able to connect, because maybe you've not experienced it. When you start taking interviews, you will really know what is the real market. How do people talk? One thing that I remember, I would like you to follow. This is my last information. Okay. Whenever I step into the interview room, I have this habit of remembering my first interview. Okay. My first interview, I was shaking. Okay. Where Tolu AC room la. I didn't know what to talk. I really didn't know whether I had given the right answer. I was actually shaking. That's how it looked like for most of the people, right? I wish some of you become entrepreneurs, some of you become HRs, some of you become other professionals and be in interview to recruit for your teams, right? Whenever you do that, my only request is remember your first interview when you interview other people. You just need to be knowing what is that important for the job. Thank you so much. I try my best to be really interactive in this session. I hope you have enough learning about how startup works, how to be successful and all that. But what is more important is 90% character, 10% skill. And thank you so much for having me here today. Thank you.
Every successful person has a painful story, and every painful story has a successful ending. So we have seen an excellent when I just talked with Mr. Karthik, he said that I know how busy he is. Now physically he is present here, but mentally I think so he is thinking of something. Entrepreneur, because he's an entrepreneur. He said work means we'll come for work. But an entrepreneur has to think what has to be done, and tomorrow or for a week, for a month, for a year, or down the line for 10 years or 5 years or 10 years. So he will be thinking like that. So when I requested that you had to come to campus, he said that generally I do not go to campus. I requested, no sir, you have to come and address our young budding managers who are really, a few aspirants are there. They want to become an entrepreneur like you. When I said this, immediately he has given his consent. Yes, I will come like this. So really, we are very thankful, and we can give a standing ovation to Mr. Karthik Raja. Give a big round of applause to him for thank you very much for your excellent presence at campus. Really, it's a very wonderful presentation. I don't think you are present because the address, the interaction, 45 hours we require to teach entrepreneurship development. 45 hours we require. I think 45 minutes it took to teach how to become an entrepreneur. Really wonderful. That is an entrepreneur. That is an entrepreneur. How we can, I think HR students, they are having subject ED. 45 hours requires to complete the syllabus. But within 45 minutes, even I also felt, oops, I didn't see that. He started the business with 20, he went to 20 lakhs. I think. If you leave means, you would have went to crores. That is an entrepreneur. So once again, on behalf of the management, principal and department at MBA, we extend our profound thanks for meeting the students on campus and attending students on how to become an entrepreneur. So thank you, all the best.
Thank you, sir. Gratitude is the inward feeling of kindness received. Thankfulness is the natural impulse to express that feeling. Thanksgiving is the natural following of that impulse. With this note, I call upon Ms. Pravina to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning to all. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all the others. On behalf of Veltech Hightech, Dr. Rangarajan, Dr. Shakuntala Engineering College, I would like to offer my profound gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Karthik Raj, who set aside from time from packed schedule to join us for a special occasion. Today, we had the privilege of hearing your valuable thoughts and insights. From the bottom of our heart, we thank you for sharing your inspiring personal experience, highlighting the dual aspects of entrepreneurship. Profit and loss has been truly enlightening. Your candid sharing has not only inspired our students, but also provided valuable lessons for aspiring entrepreneurs. We are grateful for your engaging and interactive ice-breaking session with our students, sir. Your unique approach to encourage entrepreneurs has left a lasting impact. Your example of Hoops T-shirt company beautifully illustrated the essential of entrepreneurship, including innovation, risk-taking, and resilience. Your storytelling technique made complex concepts accessible and relatable. Once again, thanking you for enlightening us with your knowledge, sir. Also, I am immensely thankful to our respected founder, president, and chairman, Colonel Professor Dr. Velshri R. Rangarajan, Vice Chairman Dr. Srimati Shakuntala Rangarajan, Principal Professor Dr. E. Kamalanaban, Dean Academics Dr. R. Ravi, Controller of Examination Dr. Govinda Swami, Dean Industrial Relations, Head of the Department of Management and Science of Dr. A. Suresh Kumar and other department HODs for providing such a valuable session. I would also take this opportunity to thank the faculty members of our department whose guidance and support have been instrumental in successful organization of this event. Last but certainly not least, a big thank you to the students coordinators and all the students who actively participated and contributed to make today's program a grand success. Your enthusiasm and cooperation is truly commendable. Let's remember that every step we take, every effort we make brings us closer to our goals. Let's keep striving and learning from each experience. Once again, my sincere thanks to everyone and wishing you all a continued success. Thank you.